everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm working on my fall journal using my fall kits. And I went ahead and put the journal together. This is just a file folder that I cut to size, and I have to tell you, I actually used, well, I attempted to use 3 different covers. So at first I thought I wanted to do like a book cover and put fabric on it. That didn't look great to me. I messed the corners up. So I took that off and scratched it. Then I thought I wanted to use like a padded envelope, like the squishy ones that you get stuff in the mail from. So I did that, and I covered it with fabric, and then it was like cockeyed. It just didn't look right. So I took that apart, and then I decided, well, let me just use a file folder, and then we can just make it whatever size we want, and I can just cover it. And then if I really want to stitch, I can just stitch stuff to go inside of it. So this is what I have. I left the binding on the outside. So we have this. So it's not huge. This is how big it is. But my thought process was, if we you know, decorate it and fill it, it'll get bigger. So I'll just walk you through real quick what I have, and then I'll show you a couple things I've already made. So this is, let's see, what size is this? It's 9 inches by just under 5 inches. So it's a decent size. And I used some paper from the kit. I also used doily. I used some coffee dyed paper. I used some regular coffee paper, or regular copy paper. I used some colored paper and tracing paper. Yeah, I used tracing paper also. And these envelope template things. So what I did, you'll notice, in the other journal, when I cut it to size, the pages this way were too wide. So instead of cutting them all, I decided just to fold them over, and I pretty much left that throughout the whole entire journal. I figured if we wanted to like make a little tuck or something, we could. If we wanted to cut it off, then we could. We had the option. So I just left it and I sewed it in like this. So you have this one, and you have the pretty stenciled coffee dyed paper. Oh, and I also did a book page, and it says autumn colors. I thought it was really appropriate. And then this one, this is actually drawing paper, so it's a little textured. This is a trifold brochure. So this has texture on it also, and then the other flip out part is on the other side. So then this one I went ahead and cut down, and this one also. And then this flips out. And then two, we can change the direction of the way they flip if we, you know, want to just flip it around. So we have that option also. And then here's the tracing paper. This one tore at the bottom, but I thought that was kind of cool. This one flips out. So this one's a little bit bigger. I could actually even refold these to make them a little bit wider and then cut the rest off. We'll just have to see. Some music paper. Here's the doily. Now what I did is, it was a really big doily. So I folded it up, and then I folded it in half. So we have like a little pocket tuck type thing. And we'll see. I might kind of close it here a little bit. Maybe we'll put something, or maybe we'll just leave it. But I thought this was super cool. So here's some more paper. Here's another one of the, and I figure we'll cover this because my printer messed up when I started to print it. So we'll either cover it, or I'll just leave it like this and use it as a side tuck. And then the same, oh no. So this is the center of the signature. And I even got it my strings aren't super tight. I even got it a little cockeyed when I punched the holes, but it'll be okay. I mean, honestly, like, if you look at it, you can kind of tell, but you kind of can't. So it'll be fine. So that was the center. So then we'll go through and, you know, everything is the same. Here's that, the doily again. So that's my starting base. So I figured we could definitely do something from there. And, you know, oh, here's the rest of that trifold. So that's pretty cool. And again, we can even make it go this way if we decide to. But I like it because, you know, it's a decent size, like I said, 9 by 5. But the pages are a little bit smaller, which for me, that might be okay because sometimes, and let me know if anybody else does too. Oh, that one didn't get stitched in apparently. Oh well, we'll back it on something. So that's what we have so far. Sometimes when I go to decorate a journal, so I'll have like the basic nothing, right? And then when I go to decorate it, I'm like, I have this giant page of blank nothingness, and I'm like, what am I supposed to put on here? I have a little tiny piece, you know. So I think it'll be okay because sometimes I even get overwhelmed by the size of the page, and it's like, what do I put on here to fill it up? And then if I put something on there and it's like this, and it's like, oh, that's so pretty, but then the rest of the page is like plain, and then I feel like I have to do something else. But so I think it'll be really good. So this is what I have, and then I'll show you real quick what I have. I made a few pieces of ephemera so far. Oh, and then also, so when I cut the pages down, I didn't want to cut the little gnomes off of the pages because the gnomes head towards the edge of the page. So what I thought, I really hope I'm on screen this time. So what I thought was I would do pockets on the front, well, a side pocket, like a cornered kind of thing, like that, on the front, and then on the back, I would do like a side tuck, or maybe we'll make it into a belly band. The only thing I have to do is, because I glued this down once already, when I did the second fabric journal, I messed it up. So I pulled it off gently. It's a little wrinkled, but I think it's fine. Actually, I might wrinkle it up a little bit more and go over it with some ink, and then it'll define the wrinkles, and I think it'll look really cool. But so I thought the front and the back pocket would be cool. I just have to back it with some like heavier cardstock type paper because it's kind of flimsy. So I have those set aside, so we'll do that. And then I have just a couple tag bases that I made. So we'll decorate those. This one I'm working on. I have this glued down so far, but that's it. So I made some playing cards. I left these, but I inked them. So I took my 3 to 4 inks. So these are the inks that I use. The Versa Magic. I don't have the Distress Oxides or anything. I just use these for now. And like I've said in different videos, well, I have another color. Oh, here it is. Like I've said in different videos, if you're just starting out, just get some kind of ink. It doesn't matter, even if it's like a little kid's stamp pad, and just try it out. And I just have the makeup sponges, little tiny wedges, and I just cut them in half and I use that. So it doesn't have to be expensive. I mean, you can literally, as the name implies, use junk to make your first junk journal. So try it and see if you like it before you go out and buy all the fancy stuff. And I'm not even saying you need the fancy stuff later on down the road if you decide you like it. So enough rambling, I will show you. I made this little tiny cluster. It just has the little ticket, And I put some of this ribbon down. It has a little tiny scrap of paper that I tore off from one of the pages. Some tracing paper and part, did I put it on here? Yeah, part of the doily. So yesterday when I was playing around, I thought I would put it on here. I'm like, well, I don't know if that looks right. So maybe I'll put it somewhere else. So I have that. Oh, and then, so all I did for the playing cards is I dabbed my sponge and I kind of brushed over it lightly in different directions and little tiny dabs and stuff. And then the more you go over it, it kind of blends out and together. So I think the backs of them turned out really cool. I love the colors. And then all I did is I kind of collaged together and I used Mod Podge. And the Mod Podge I have matte, but I have gloss also, so I just used the gloss. So they are a little shiny, but that's okay with me. And then when I got done, I went over it, again with my makeup sponge, I just went over it with some brown ink to kind of like vintage them up and grunge them down a little bit. So I think they turned out really cool. I actually really like them. This is the first time that I have played with playing cards. So I think it turned out really cool. I made a little envelope. Well, not little, but I made an envelope. So yeah, I thought about sewing around it. I might. I'm not sure yet, but for now it's glued down. And I put one of the little pockets on it. Did I leave it as a pocket? I did leave it as a pocket. So yeah, that would be super cool. We just stick one of our playing cards in. And then you can flip it down like that. So maybe we'll stick it down sideways on a page, or maybe we'll just put it in as like a little removable. I made a big pocket. Hopefully this pocket is not going to be too big. I made this before I even made the journal, which I made all these before I even made the journal. So let's see. Oh, I think it's going to be too big. Well, if we put it on that side, it'll stick over a little tiny bit. But I think it'll be okay. Yeah, maybe we'll just have to stick it on like an outside flappy piece. Yeah, we'll do that. So anyways, I just kind of, well, this is a picture from one of the kits, and then this is just some old scrapbook paper that I had. I just cut a piece of paper and put in here. So then this can just be glued right down to the page, or you could leave it, glue it on 3 sides and leave it as like a little side pocket. I don't know if we'll do that. And I put some of the chalk ribbon across there, and then I just kind of collaged up this and then put some stuff on the back of it, but you can definitely still write on it. And this is actually how the paper came. Like there was little flecks of stuff in it. This is actually what the paper looks like. So there's little flecks of stuff in it. So it's not actually dirty from like the ink, but I think with like the ink and everything else, it lends itself really well to it because it kind of already does look grungy. So there's that one. And then this, I just took part of the page that I had already cut off of, rounded the corners, so we can just stick it even in that one, but we could just stick it in a pocket, or again, we could just clip it in with a little paper clip. And then this one is just a corner tuck, so again, hopefully it will fit. Oh yeah, that'll be perfect. It's actually just the right size. So we could either leave it hanging down where you could see it, or we could put it up so it's actually on the page. And then, so this is collage, and we'll do it on 3 sides, and you can have a pocket. And then this actually opens also, so you have like a little collage, and then you have some journaling space. So we might make some more of these. These were actually pretty cool to make. And then I made this little kind of grungy booklet thingy. This is a pumpkin doily. I have some more actually, so maybe we'll use some more. And then all I did, I just stapled it. Oh, actually it goes this way, sorry. So I collaged over it cozy. I stapled it, and then I just put a piece of ribbon to kind of cover the staples. I don't mind the staples, but sometimes I would rather cover them up. So I will use staples, and most of the time I'll just cover them. So if you don't mind the look of it, you don't have to cover it. it's up to you. So then I used the index cards that I coffee dyed. So they're coffee dyed, but then some of it, the ink from other pages ran also. So they're just colored. And then this is just a little image from one of the kits. And it was just small, so it folded in half nicely. And then another index card. Like I said, I stapled it in the middle. Well, close to the middle. I have a thing. I can't do everything straight. It just doesn't work, no matter how hard I try. So, everything's a little lopsided and wonky. And you know what? To me, that's perfectly fine. A junk journal shouldn't be completely perfect. That's just my opinion. So that's what I made so far. And then I was watching a video today. I don't even think it's a new video, but it might be. Sometimes I watch videos, I'm like, oh, that's cool, it just came out, and then it's like 2 years old. But I was watching a video today from Natasha from Treasure Books, and she was doing 7 different like embellishment type things to put in your junk journal. I haven't finished it yet, but the one thing that she made was like a little lace, did she call it like a lace notebook type thing? I'm not sure, but she just took all these different pieces of lace, layered them up, and then used a bulldog clip. Hers were prettier than mine. Used a bulldog clip and clipped them together, and then they can just be, you know, in the front of your journal or wherever, and they can be removed. And then you can work on a page and say you want a piece of lace, and you take the lace off and you glue it down, and you have lace for your journal. So that got me thinking, well, I don't have a ton of lace. I pulled out a bunch of different fabric when I was trying to make the cover. So I think what I might do is I might use some of the fabric that I have and kind of take her idea and use it only with like strips of fabric or something. So we might do that. I think that's such a cool idea. And I think I want to make like a little scrappy notebook also, because I have like these pages and like some of this little tiny scrap that I tore off of. I have some more of that stripy paper, so I think we'll make that too. And I do have some more of this, so we could definitely use that. And then I had a little piece of cardstock left, and I kind of just folded it, so I think maybe we'll make like a little tiny like flip or something. Maybe we'll make it into like a little pocket and then put some journaling paper on it or something. Yeah, so let's just do that. Let's work on that to begin with. So we'll glue it down so we don't have to worry about the back. Let's see what we want to put on the front. Could do that. And then I have all these tickets still. This is kind of what, oh, it's upside down. This is kind of what I'm thinking I might use for the front. I'm not sure yet, but I love this. This is like, has to be my favorite. And it's a little short. But just how cute is that? I love that. So we might use that for the front, or at least some of it. So I don't want to cut that one up yet. But I do have some pages from the other kit also. And I have some little stamps. Oh, and I have, hold on. Let's see. This is from the other kit, but we can totally use this also. We have the labels. We have some postcards and these little banners. I love these. They're so cool. And then we can cut these out and back these because these are just on copy paper. So they're not very heavy. So let's set that aside because I'll inevitably get something on it. So let's see. I like this one. Yeah, let's cut that one out. I like that one against the red. So tomorrow is the first day of school for us. The kids are super excited. I kind of am too, a little bit. But, so my son's going into 5th grade. My daughter will go into 3rd. And they're both really excited, but I just keep walking around saying, I can't believe he's going into 5th grade. I just can't believe it. He's not supposed to be that big yet. He's like, yeah, Mom, I'm 10. I'm supposed to be that big. I'm like, no, you're not. So, yeah, they're excited. I know they'll have a good year. They love school, so that's good. It'll be different because it'll go from everybody will be home during the day to, you know, just me and the little doggy. So there's that. Let's see what else we want to put on here. I have some pumpkin ribbon also. I don't know if it'll go with this or not. No, I don't really like that. Oh, I have this too. This just came from the Dollar Tree. I saw, who was it? Jody Lewis, I think. I saw her use this in something that she made, and I thought it was super cool. Like, I always have this stuff sitting around, and I never think about using it for that. So let's try layering it with some of this. Probably should have measured a little bit better, but that's okay. Let's see. Oh, or we could use the back too. The back is very cute too. Let's see. Did I really cut it crooked? No, I didn't. Yeah, that'll be cool. Maybe I did a little bit. So I wonder, maybe we'll try the art glitter glue. We'll see how it works. I don't know. I've never used this for crafting. Well, for scrapbook paper crafting. I usually just use it in my fall decorating. Let's see. And then we'll just trim the excess off. Yeah, it should dry down to clear. I think this does. I'm not sure. Well, we'll see. But it looks super cute. I like it. And then we'll cover some of it up anyways, so even if it doesn't dry down completely clear, it shouldn't be super noticeable. Yeah, I think it's already starting to dry down. Cool, that's awesome. I'll have to go get some more for like Christmas and stuff. Oh, and then we can put, let's see. Yeah, with this stuff, you don't really need to decorate a ton. Let's see. Cute. Yeah, let's just do that. All right. So, I should put some on the doily. That would help. There, I kind of left it hanging off a little bit. Maybe my cutting's crooked. That's probably it. Cool. So we well, I started to decorate for fall the other day, and I have to cover that up. I got a little glue on it. I got a lot of it done. But does anybody else, like, you'll start decorating, and then it'll be time to make dinner, or you have an errand to run or something, and then when you get ready to go back to it, then you're done. You don't want to do anymore. You have no more energy to do it, so it just sits there. Or am I the only one? I could be, but that's how it was the other day. I got 3/4 of it done, and then I had to stop, and then when I got ready to do more, I'm like, oh, I'm done for the day. I can't do anymore. So everything is sitting in totes still. I need to get it done. So this week, after the kids go to bed, or after the kids go back to school, I will hopefully finish. So I think I'm just gonna leave that, honestly. Well, we'll see if this dries more. If this doesn't dry down anymore, I might have to change it. But I actually really like it, just like that. So, let's take that piece of, now I'm not going to be able to find it, that piece of paper that it didn't get tucked in. Let's take some of this and we'll glue it, yeah, we'll just glue it down to the thing. A bit shorter. All right, cool. I like that. All right, so let's just hopefully I'm in frame. I have a kind of thrown together mount for my phone to record, and it's not always, it doesn't always get in the right position. So my husband has been trying to figure something else out. We have a bunch of tripods, and like in our house, we love to just kind of DIY everything that we can. So that's what we've been trying to do. And using a different one today. And I just don't know. Hopefully the lighting is okay too, because I went to record day before yesterday. I was going to record this video, and I kept seeing lines on my phone. So above my desk, we have some like fluorescent shop light type things to make it nice and bright. And they work really well to make my desk nice and bright. But the other day, for whatever reason, it kept showing on my desk. So when I would put my phone up there to record, you would see the lines. So I didn't record. That's why this video is kind of like a couple days late. But yeah, it didn't do that before, so I don't know what the big deal is. But yeah, so I don't know. Hopefully you guys don't see some weird lines, but if you do, that's what it is. So yeah. So let's just put some kind of lace or, oh, what else is this? So I have all this. It's little tiny pieces. Maybe this would be cool. Yeah. That might be too much, actually. Oh, scratch that. Let's just do that. Or across the bottom. I kind of like it across the bottom better. Yep. So let's do that. So, I went back and I added my Etsy link to my other videos, and especially the video that I showed these kits on, because I finally got around to uploading them in my store, my Etsy shop. So those are up there now, and then I started working on a couple other kits. So those will be going up probably this week. There's a squirrel one, Gone Squirrely. And that one I think turned out super cute. It's got a bunch of, it's not fall themed per se, but it's got a bunch of like, you know, real neutrally colored florals and, you know, nuts and leaves and that kind of stuff, and squirrels on every page. And then it's got some cutout pages also. I think there's like 2 cutout pages. So that'll be fun to work with. And then, so I had started working on a Halloween kit, and then I just kind of wasn't, I don't know, I wasn't real inspired, so I didn't work on it anymore. And I'm like, well, I'll just not do a Halloween kit. That's fine. But so the other night I was watching TV and I was just really bored with what I was watching. So I decided, you know, well, let me go back on and look. And it's been, you know, a week or 2. Maybe I'll have more inspiration. So I went back on there. And I mean, after I looked at it, I had like 5 pages done, I think. So all I had to do was, you know, some little ephemera pieces. So I just did some postcards because I think, or no, postcards or envelopes. I don't remember. I think they were postcards. They might be envelopes, like just the fronts of them. Because I think stuff like that is super cool. I like it. So I'm like, well, you know, I've done all the work already. Why not just finish it, you know, and that way it's kind of like not just wasted, you know. So I finished it and I think it turned out really cool. I mean, it's just pretty much like dark grays and like blackish grays and stuff. It's nothing real spooky because like I'm totally not into spooky. But it's a lot of like real kind of dark, foggy type colors, which I think are, you know, I think they're cool. So yeah, that'll be going up soon. And then I'm working on a couple other ideas. And then pretty soon I'm itching to start working on some Christmas themed paper because I love Christmas. Fall is definitely my favorite time of year, but the Christmas season is just so magical and special, and I love to decorate. I mean, we got the fall decorations down, and we had like probably like I think we had like 4 boxes of fall. So we put it together, fall and Halloween, because by the time I get around to decorating for fall, there's not a ton of time between then and Halloween. So we'll put it all out. My husband calls it Falloween. We'll put it all out at the same time, and then you know, after Halloween, I'll take the Halloweeny stuff down, and I'll put it, or I'll just leave out fall until Thanksgiving. And then like day after Thanksgiving, we take everything down and we start decorating for Christmas. So yeah, we had all that for fall, but like my husband said the other day, he goes, well, we have so much for Christmas. There's probably like 7 or 8 boxes of like Christmas decoration type stuff, not including like Christmas trees and whatnot. There's just a ton, and unfortunately I just keep buying more because I just love it so much. So I am definitely one to over decorate. The whole minimalistic thing doesn't happen at the holidays. Like any other time of the year, just for, you know, my normal decorating and stuff. Oh yeah. Less is definitely more. I like the simple look, not too overdone, not too cluttered, but for the holidays and stuff, oh yeah, just give me all of the decorations. So, and sometimes I find that I do that when I'm decorating journals and craft type stuff also. Like I'll either go one way or the other. It'll all either be super understated, or it'll be like way ridiculously too much. Like there's no happy medium with me, and I guess I'm just okay with that. Let me see. Probably can't find a butterfly. Oh, so the other day when I was getting ready for this video, I went on the computer and I used my Cricut to cut stuff to make some little stickers. Some of them didn't come out too good, but that's all right. Yeah, so we have birds and stickers. Let's just use one of these. Fun. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, how cool. Yeah, that worked out good. Cool. Yeah, so I did, some birds and butterflies. I also did pumpkins and mushrooms, some different plants, and like the squirrels and the different like little woodland animals. Yeah, so I have all that different stuff, and I just stuck them in these little envelopes and they're ready to go. Oh, cool. So that worked out well. And then let's do crisp. I like that. Where are my little tiny scissors? Oh, who knows? My desk is such a mess. I really do need to clean it. My computer is over there on the corner of the desk. So when I want to use that, I have to clean all the stuff off to move it out. And then after I'm done with that, then I push it back against the wall, and then I can use my desk for crafting again, and there's just never a happy medium. Maybe we'll just cut it off here, and then we'll just stick it right on the edge of that. I think that'll look good. Cool. Oh, I should have put the... And let's just take this down too. So we'll just have a word instead of like a label, which will be fine. Awesome. Yeah, so I think that turned out cute. Put some paper on the back a little bit, and then I want to put something at the top, but the way the tripod is, it's like right by my door to get there, so I'll have to do that later. That'll work, and we can just have that flip up. Yeah, I like that. Let's just round the corners of the top because we rounded the tag. Cool. So then that'll flip up, and there we go. We got another one done.